What's up? What's up? Oh man, it was acting weird, but peace and love. I'm Da Yi, and Jess is not here with me this week because she's totally busy, which is totally fine. Um, but we break down the news, add context, and give our honest take. Our goal: educate, spark discussions for educational and entertainment purposes. Quick mentions: Carter Bradley is on his way out, the son of former Jaguars head coach Gus Bradley. The Raiders have Geno Smith as the starter this season, and they drafted rookie Cam Miller in the 6th round. They also have returner Adin O'Connell slated to back up Smith. I wish Jess was here to give you some details about that and her thoughts on it, but she'll be here next week, and I'll probably ask her then. The WNBA All-Star Weekend festivities will go on without its biggest stars. Even though I did see her, and they had the propaganda type of shirts during the practice or whatever. I bet you guys seen that. Just announced she will not be competing to allow her body to rest after suffering an injury. I don't know about that. We'll see with the All Star. And the Manny Pacquiao fight versus Marcus Barrero is on tonight as we speak. So I might check later on, see how that fight is going, but we will see. The attorney representing the woman accusing Shannon Sharp of rape said Friday both sides have agreed to a settlement in the civil case. So she's going to get millions, but we don't know how much she will get. It's probably not the 50 million that she sued him for. But Beyonce's choreographer Christopher Grant this week and a dancer DeAndre Blue experienced a car break-in in Atlanta during the Cowboys Carter tour, resulting in the theft of suitcases containing unreleased music, set lists, and show plans. And I was thinking like, oh my God, bees, go find it, go buzz around, go find that, go get the unreleased music, probably sell it or something, but no. Charleston White, a video is circulated of him speaking on the Carmelo Anthony case, the stabbing of a twin brother in Texas. And he was saying that, and I was thinking the same thing, like maybe it was a bullying scenario, the two huge twin brothers in a very white town were probably, seeking out a victim to mess around with. So that is circling around. I don't know if that's positively true. If that's the case, he should be set free, but I don't know, allegedly. So whatever it is, we will see, because it did seem like he was charged for it, of the stabbing, but I don't know. A lot of people have their opinions. We had our opinions. We reported on the story months ago, so go seek that out. But on Savage Sports this week, let's get into it. NHL enforcer Nick Tarnasky explains viral golf fight, what really happened on hole 15. I have videos. We have a lot to get to this week. Amon-Ra, St. Brown's dad, sparks outrage over breeding athlete comments. NFL podcast controversy. Las Vegas tourism declines as speculation over casinos Uno gambling game launch. We'll get into that because it's been trending this week, seeing how it would work out, but I doubt that's going to happen. We don't know for sure. Then in Culture Corner this week, was the TSA shoe rule always pointless? The truth behind airport security theater. I will give my thoughts on that, so stay till the end for that. And then Neon and Adin Ross Breakfast Club meltdown. Yes, streamers versus radio legends. We'll get into that. That's trending this week. They're getting backlash as always. Breakfast Club has always been melting down. Drake's UK tour numbers, while UK rapper claim, and that awkward LeBron tattoo cover up. Give my thoughts on that. Stay to the end. Always stay to the end for viral views. Share your thoughts with us. Hit that like button. Share this video with a friend. And it's free to follow the channel. Scan the QR code and sign up for a chance to win free merch. So Jess is off. She'll be here next week, and she gave me a heads up so I could get all the stories and set this up. So it took a while. I could have been on Friday, but I wanted to set it up in a way where it's just me doing it, and it came out pretty good. So Let Culture Speak Live, episode 48. Welcome back to the show. Let's get into it. Oh,
turn the mic on, let the culture speak. Gossip, sports talk, 7 days a week. From the courts to the streets, headlines stay bleak. Talk shows out now, let the culture peak.
so NHL enforcer on July 14th at Alberta Springs Golf Course. Nick Tarnasky, 6'2", 230 pounds, and known for racking up nearly 300 penalty minutes. That's a lot. During this NHL career, found himself at the center of a viral fight. Yeah. The conflict began when Trevor Ogilvie, that's pretty cool, heavily intoxicated and slow playing each hole, challenged fellow golfers to fights. Tarnasky confronted Ogilvie, whatever, man, I'm fucking gonna gut that, after he started harassing his friend's fiance and holding up the pace of play. Despite repeatedly asking Ogilvie to move along, Tarnasky said, "I gave him every opportunity not to, and he charged at me." What followed was caught on video. Let's check it out.
You need to get off the golf course.
Yeah, we will, man.
Go now. Like, pack up, go now. Get in your car and go.
I don't know what you're doing. You're not scaring anybody. You're just making yourself.
Hey, man. Come on, man. Hey. Hey.
Off to a good start, buddy.
I fucking told you!
Man, leave him alone. You want another?
He
You
just
want one
fucking
too?
came at me!
Leave him alone, man. I got it all on record.
It's around the goal.
I got it all on record.
Around the goal.
Bang!
Hey.
You wanna fucking go, guys?
Leave him alone. Hey, leave him alone, man.
I wouldn't keep going back, you fucking moron.
Hey.
Bang!
Come on, man.
Bang!
No, I'm not trying to get in there. Like, just like, fuck me.
Enough!
Are you still cheering on you?
Enough! Get out!
Hey.
Enough!
Hey. Leave him.
Get him the fuck out of here!
He just
No, it's not going to go well for
It's not okay.
Yeah, Tarnasky body slammed Ogilvie into a pond and told him and his friend to leave. Ogilvie later admitted, "Not my finest moment," while Tarnasky reflected on the chaos, saying it's pretty overwhelming, even as former teammates cheered him on. So that is freaking crazy. He's like, bam, bam. But again, you're in a wrong place to get drunk, because this is a place to chill out, play a couple games, each hole, and you're holding up the line, like he said, and he gave you a heads up, like, leave right now, do whatever you want to do, but just not here. And he charged at him, so he had every right, I think, in self-defense. I hope he doesn't get charged in any way for that. But Alberta Springs Golf Course reported to a spike in bookings and social media mentions the next week after the incident. Just stuff like that happens a lot, and especially with NHL sports, people that, you know, are very well known, they're gonna go out to the spot where it actually happened and, you know, possibly take pictures and like, hey, look, I was here when the fight happened. Do you know what I mean? It's just weird. That's how people are usually working around. But local authorities confirmed no charges were filed after reviewing security footage and statements. Nick Tarnasky spent the majority of his NHL career with the Tampa Bay Lightning and Florida Panthers. The Spitting Chicklets podcast episode featuring Tarnasky reached their top 5 most downloaded of 2025. Trevor Ogilvie has since issued a public apology, the course and other golfers involved. So that's a good thing. Good thing he apologized and actually understood what happened. And looking back at that, yeah, it's pretty embarrassing that you got whooped hella hard on that stuff. God damn it. But Tarnasky, man, a guy super heated like that, you gotta watch out. You gotta watch out, because there are going to... It's my son. you gotta give yourself grace because yeah, that heated stuff, and especially NHL, 300 minutes of a fight time, it's gonna build up with your anger, and he definitely took it out on that guy. I mean, you saw the video, like bam, 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 like he was already waiting for that. But leave your thoughts, comment below what you guys think. I didn't know it was a viral video when I saw it, and I'm glad I'm reporting on it because it is interesting for this week. But honestly, this is one of those stories where you shake your head and think, only in 2025, a drunk guy tries to pick a fight with the biggest dude on the course, and surprise, he ends up in a pond. Tarnasky might have been the only one equipped to handle it with things getting worse. But the fact that it went viral says everything about today's world. Everything goes viral nowadays. Everyone's getting caught on video. There's no place to hide. If there's an altercation, someone possibly out there is going to have their phone out. And you got to keep your cool, especially the NHL guy. He has anger issues. It seems like it. And, hey, he was probably protecting himself too. Don't mess with people. Okay. Just trying to play through, and definitely don't pick a fight with a former NHL enforcer. Okay. So let's move on. Comment below your thoughts. What do you think about that story? Yeah, just be careful. Las Vegas tourism declines as speculation over casino. Let's get into that one. A Las Vegas social club's Uno night set off a wave of speculation. Could the card game actually hit casino floors? Not yet. But the real headlines is that Las Vegas tourism is still tanking. June 2025 numbers fell another 7% compared to last year. And the city's just not bouncing back. Why? Prices are out of control. Think $30 burgers, $400 hotel rooms, and show tickets that would make anyone think twice. How's anyone supposed to afford a fun weekend there? Casino execs are desperate for anything they'll fill tables, but until regular folks can actually afford to come, it's all noise. Is Uno really the answer, or just a sign of how the strip is reaching? Will Vegas ever feel accessible again, or is this just how things are now? Yeah, it's not true. People were speculating, like, how will it work? It's house rules. And in my thought, it's going to get crazy, especially how Uno is designed to kind of, whoever is racking up cards is pretty much losing. And I don't know how would that work, but it was just a friendly social club thing that got people talking about it. But again, it is expensive as hell in Vegas right now, especially parking, and then food, vouchers, all these things that, yeah, there's a decline right now, but I'm pretty sure it's going to pick back up because there's people that have gambling problems and people who love to gamble. But getting that young generation there, I could see that happening. But shit, man, it is too expensive. You can't be spending and losing money on a hope of trying to hit thousands of dollars. You really can't. But multiple strip resorts have cut weekday room rates in response to falling occupancy. Local restaurants report a 15% drop in out-of-town customers since last summer. Rideshare wait times have increased as fewer drivers work the strip. Some casinos are bringing back comps and drink deals to lure budget conscious guests. Vegas convention bookings, once a sure thing, are now down nearly 10% year over year. It's unfortunate. I think people are just assessing their financial struggles right now, and cutting back on vacations, just trying to save up, or you should invest your money because inflation is not going anywhere. Inflation is going to keep going up, even with Trump already with the big beautiful bill adding $7 trillion and the surplus of freaking tariffs, it's just not true. He's trying to get $1 trillion every year. It's barely went, and then you added more to the deficit. So as of right now, the economy is not working for the middle class, and there's a huge gap, and it continues to grow. But you have to invest your money. I think that's the only way. And people can't, younger people generation, you gotta invest your money for the long run, because it's never gonna stop. You cannot keep complaining about how stuff is so expensive and blaming the government. You gotta assess how you're making your money, where you're going to invest it, build interest into the money, put it in a irrevocable trust or IRA. I don't know. Whatever you have to do for you, but just invest gold, silver, anything. And this time, because it's not getting better. And Uno is not is not going to do it. We'll see, maybe. There is like Squid Games and stuff they want to bring around, especially in USA. How would they work with that? I don't know. But it says a lot that a simple Uno night, just friends playing cards, stirred up so much hope for Vegas. But let's not kid ourselves. No amount of nostalgia can fix the fact that most people just can't afford the trip anymore. Until Vegas faces that reality, all that created distractions in the world won't bring back the crowds at all. But reassess your financials. Inflation's going to keep rising. Trump is not going to do anything about it. It's just a game that these rich people are doing. And normal people cannot afford to waste their money out in Vegas. So they're reassessing. That's just my thoughts, my opinions about it. But let's move on. We got still a lot to get to. After this last story, we'll get into Culture Corner. We'll get into Drake, his UK comments, the Neon and Adin Ross, Breakfast Club meltdown, my thoughts on that, and the TSA. I got a lot to say about that, so stick around for that at the end. So after this last story, Amon-Ra. Do you know what Amon-Ra is? I'll tell you after this. Okay. John Brown. If you don't know John Brown, a former bodybuilder and father of Detroit Lions receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown caught heat after a resurfaced August 2024 podcast clip showed him advising his sons to breed with black women to produce better athletes. Brown, whose wife, Miriam, is white, openly discussed picking the right girl and the right guy for athletic offspring. Let me see. Is that video? Yeah. Boasting about his own black gold running through my veins, he warned that stepping on the gene pool by repeatedly mixing races would weaken athletic potential, telling his sons and the audience to think about that when choosing a partner. Let's take a look.
What's the question that they ask you most about how you got 3 kids to go D1 and 2 in the NFL?
They want to know, in general, how I did it. I believe in breeding. Look at you. Good athlete. I'm black, mom's white. Now, I don't step on it once. You can't keep stepping on it because you're going to mess it up. You're going to weaken it.
You can't keep cutting it?
Can't keep cutting it. No, you in Brooklyn, because Brooklyn's half. You got a chance.
If I cut it one more time, it's over?
You can't keep cutting it. You got to be careful. You can't keep cutting it. You got to think about that. You know what I mean? No.
I like how he's dead ass.
If I'm black, I got the black gold running through my veins. Oh, I'm excited. I'm just going to find the right person to mate with. Right? And if I'm white, I'm saying, let me get one of these brothers around here. If you want to have athletes. If you don't have athletes, then just go ahead and just spread your seed wherever.
So why'd you cut it once with us?
Because he could.
I know I can cut it once.
Because he's gold.
I got that black gold in me. And Mama got that big chin and big toes. I said, look, ain't nothing wrong with big toe woman.
Big chin. Who says a big chin?
You got to think of this stuff. Some guys don't think of it until later. They go, like I'm standing at Pop Warner. You wouldn't know it. You on the field. One of you guys on the field playing. And I was talking to a guy. Told him this story. He goes, you were thinking about that, John? I go, yeah, you weren't? He goes, hell no. Okay, man, he's little. The wife is little. Kids are little. Everybody's little.
It's over?
Little. Chicken little.
Listeners were quick to call out the language as racist, and social media lit up with criticism, with one commentator asking, "Do you talk about your kids like horse?" and others saying, "This is 2025, not 1925." Brown has previously made similar remarks, urging his sons to marry a black woman if you want athletes, and even specifying physical criteria like strong knees and little ankles. The backlash highlights how talk of genetics and race, even if meant as fatherly advice, lands differently in today's world. So my thoughts on that. It did sound crazy as hell, and for a lot of people it did sound crazy as hell, but to him, this would have never been a story if he wasn't feeling so comfortable talking with his kids, and he's just speaking his mind. Genetics wise, it makes sense. Yeah, the gene pool, it just makes sense. But again, as a father, you push your sons to go in that direction, regardless of what genetics is. You just did your part as a father, and maybe in a way that does make sense, because genetics wise, it just does make sense. You know what I mean? Like, athletic wise, you as a father, you have built up your legacy on that. Like, look at yourself. You were a bodybuilder. You were well known, and your two sons. Okay, you gotta love who you gotta love. Yeah, the father seemed out of touch with what's going on in the world now, but that's just his thoughts. He would have never got backlash if you didn't say it, but a lot of people think about it that way. You know what I mean? Like, adults think about that way. Like, yes, athletic fathers think about that way, but he's gotta love who he's gonna love. The kids are gonna love who they're gonna love, and it's the mentality of who you want to, if you want your sons to become athletes. So I'm not geneticist or anything, but I could see that in a way, because yeah, if you're athletic yourself, you want your kids to be athletic, and yeah, I don't know. Comment below your thoughts. I think so. I wish Jess was here to talk about it more too and give her thoughts on it, because she's really good at that. The NFL's player diversity programs now specifically include anti-bias training for families and staff after post-controversies. Amon-Ra St. Brown was named to the Pro Bowl for the second consecutive year in 2025. So the Amon-Ra, if you don't know, Amon-Ra is a major ancient Egyptian deity representing the combined power of two gods, Amun and Ra. Amun, the god of Thebes, was associated with the hidden, invisible aspects of the universe. So, the sun god. When you say amen, this is who you're kind of worshiping when you say amen. Aman. Just a little quick thing. I got that from Billy Carson. I love that guy. Really digs deep into historical Egyptian tablets, Sumerian, Anunnaki type of stuff. That's really curious in my eyes. Inquanimius St. Brown, I guess that's his name. That's re-signed with the Saints on 1-year deal in July 2025. The topic of genetics in sports recruiting has been debated in NCAA policy forums since early 2024. Social media engagement for the St. Brown podcast spiked 450% after the clip went viral, with thousands of comments in less than 24 hours. So this is the theme. You all press, bad press, good press is mostly good press. 450% after that viral clip. I mean, yeah, it went viral for a reason. It did sound crazy, but he's speaking from experience and genetics wise. Yeah, I don't want to sound like that, but people built that way. It will be passed down to your kids. So I see no problem with it. It would have never went viral if he never said it comfortably around his sons, and that's how he wants it to be. But again, you gotta let the kids live, and shit, they're athletes now. Their kids will be athletes also if you have that mentality. But anyways, look, John Brown's comments might make some people laugh and others cringe, but the reaction tells you everything. When you talk about breeding athletes like it's a dog show, you're going to get called out. Maybe he's just being blunt, or maybe it's a worldview that hasn't caught up with today's standards. Either way, the only thing most people agree on is this: athletic talent is more than just genetics. The real takeaway: what you say on the mic lasts forever. Yes, anything on the video, it will last forever. This will last forever. On your kids, so maybe think twice before giving advice on your kids. Love lives in front of the world, straight up. It's not about breeding. It's about raising good people, not just good athletes. Comment below your thoughts. What do you think? Was that kind of crazy? Should he be canceled? Nah, I don't think so. He was born in a different time, and around athletes that he was kind of ahead of his time in a way, like in the future. But I don't even think he expected any of this to happen for his kids. Maybe he saw it. Maybe he put that energy out there for the kids to go and pursue this NFL stuff, and it would have never happened if it wasn't for the dad at all. But comment below your thoughts. Do you agree with him? The genetics. Do you have genetics in your family? Do your family see that as a win for a lot? I don't know. Comment below your thoughts. Let's move on to Culture Corner. A lot to get to on that one. Let's get into it. So, Neon. Yes. The Breakfast Club controversy isn't just another messy podcast moment. It's a real sign of the times. Why did a crew of top streamers... Oh, thank you. Top streamers... I lost it. Known for wild live antics, crash and burn so hard on a show that's basically radio royalty. When Neon, Adin, Ross, and Kai Cenat took over the studio, their outlandish behavior led to immediate online uproar. Even seasoned hosts like Charlamagne the God called the episode embarrassing. Like, Neon quickly issued a public apology. Let's just look at this clip real quick. Yes, again, the Breakfast Club, Charlamagne the God. Do you see that on the on the eye thing? It kind of tells you what it's all about, really. You know, he's paid for. Someone's paying for his checks. This is just allegedly conspiracy things, but I believe in a way, but I don't know. I do know. But let's check out this video real quick of Neon, the viral clip of Neon. And just hilarious.
At the end of the day, you can't hold something against someone if they're changing and becoming a better person. And understanding.
How do we know you're changing? And how
well,
do you
don't
people to really believe you when you build your whole platform on being a liar?
Of course, and no one has to believe me. And at the end of the day, if you don't want to believe me, you don't have to believe me. But if you actually sit down and watch my streams and understand the growth, then you see. And if you don't, it's fuck you. It's like, at the end of the day, I'm not here to prove anything to people. I can do it the best I can. People could judge me. I don't care. One of the biggest.
Wait, let's get into the chat, because Adin Ross, there's a comment pinned in here. He just commented and said, Neon, I promise you they trying to belittle you and disrespect you. You shitting on all of them. They are weird as fuck. Fuck them.
You talking about who?
In here. The chat is live in the Breakfast Club.
He's shitting on them.
Anyway,
go ahead.
That's what Adin Ross.
Well, this is not Adin Ross's interview, so fuck him too.
Wait, hold on. We're all friends, okay? You know, I think...
The comment is pinned in the chat. I'm in the chat with the W.
You feel like we trying to belittle you, Neon?
I think, you know, as you know, we should all come together and all just spread...
Fuck all that kumbaya shit. Fuck Adin.
No, wait. All right, come on. That's my guy.
I don't give a fuck. Listen, Harriet Tubman, my aunt, nigga. You think I give a fuck? I don't give a fuck.
But you're comparing something now to like.
I'm not gonna lie, your chat is wild racist.
Yo, they right there. They like, yo, they
this black
race
bitch, monkey, watermelon, emoji.
I'm literally looking and I don't see any of that.
What? They race baiting. Just fuck the short hair monkey. They race baiting. Fuck.
Oh, it's moving too fast. Yeah, whoa. Motherfuckers was here, they wouldn't say it at all. That's another thing about, streaming and just being behind.
You also have to understand this isn't this is the internet. This is not just my chat, my community, right? This is the internet. The internet, just like me back then, would say whatever they want.
Yeah.
So this isn't like a representation of me, obviously.
But it's funny though, because the reality is, I know this is a bunch of kids in here who don't know no better. But if we were really assholes, we wouldn't have had you up here. And as soon as I heard about the Casanat thing, we'd have told you get the fuck on. I mean, disrespecting somebody's mom and then saying that shit about Harriet Tubman. If we were really being assholes and really trying to belittle you, we would have told you.
I understand that, man.
So for these streamers, the backlash was probably a humbling experience, maybe a wake-up call about the difference between grabbing attention and earning respect. How did a group that's used to millions of YouTube views get it so wrong on a show with 1 billion total downloads? Now the numbers tell the story. The Breakfast Club's 1 billion download milestone proves loyal listeners still matter more than short-term viral chaos. Neon might pull in over 15 million YouTube views a month, but the Breakfast Club audience has stuck around for more than a decade. Maybe this was the lesson the new generation needed, that viral moments don't build legacy, but humility and growth do. Do viral moments actually build real connection, or do they, just burn out? Can streamers build something lasting, or will the legacy media always with the long game? The fallout with the episode is a reminder attention is easy, but the respect and longevity are a whole different game. So I do listen to the Breakfast Club, and Charlamagne's always like this. He always says he is independent, but we already know if you continue to listen to him, he kind of panders to one side always. And he is controversial, and a lot of people don't agree with him. A lot of people always try to cancel the Breakfast Club, but it doesn't pan out the way. They have loyal listeners. They're on the radio, over 100+ markets across the United States. So, and billion views and TikTok, clipping. Same thing with Neon and their fans, that they clip the videos. Same with the Breakfast Club, they clip it. But yeah, they were totally wrong. They should have respected the kid. But when you put yourself on video saying crazy stuff like the Harriet Tubman and calling out Casanat's mom, you're going to be asked questions about that when you're on public view like this. So, expect it, because you are a figure in this whole world now. So when you get, and I hope you knew that you were going to go on a show and be asked some tough questions, and you got to be prepared for that. I don't think he was prepared for that. I don't think his PR, if he even has a PR team, prepared him for that, but he kind of held himself together. And I know there's a lot of people just like cancel him. Even Adin Ross is like cancel him, cussing them out. Adin Ross, I don't know, dude. You're too young to understand the business of this. And again, good business and bad business. That good views, bad press, whatever, same thing. He's gonna get views on his channel just because he wanted the Breakfast Club, which is a huge market of viewers and listeners, and they're gonna tune in either way. So maybe a little, maybe a lot. And I'm hearing, but okay. Before I get into that, the Breakfast Club started in 2010 and was inducted into the Radio Hall of Fame in 2020. Neon subscribers base grew by over 100,000 in June 2025 alone, and it's gonna continue to grow after that controversy, definitely. So keep take that as a win and a humbling experience. That if you are gonna better yourself in this streaming world, media, whatever, that you can't say whatever you wanted to say. There's people out there that is very sensitive, and you gotta watch what you say. And yeah, just keep growing as a person, and certain things you cannot say online. The Breakfast Club consistently lands A-list celebrity interviews from Barack Obama to Cardi B. Kai Cenat recently broke live streaming records with over 700,000 concurrent viewers. Adin Ross, he's wilding right now. He really is. What else I want to say? I forgot. Regardless, he's still gonna grow. He has a fan base. It's gonna grow after this. Yeah, the controversy. Charlemagne the God. I don't agree with them all the time. It is entertaining. I do follow up on the news that they do bring out. That just gives me content for the show for the week. So I do consistently listen to them for the past four years now. And yeah, I don't agree with him on a lot of things, especially on politics. He says a lot of things that he talks about Trump a lot, but when the Biden administration, things were happening, he wasn't talking a lot about stuff that was happening during that administration, but it has a lot to say about Trump. And he's super biased. He's super biased to one side, and he says he's an independent, but when he interviews like Republicans, he like consistently bash them and be aggressive interview. And then when it was Democrats, nothing. He's super soft. He's a liberal media, and majority of liberal medias are pandering to the Democrats, and very little 6%, I don't know, like conservative media. So yeah, I don't completely agree with him on a lot of things, but it's entertaining. It is. And I did not listen to the interview at all. The interview, I don't know, I'm just not a fan of Neon. I'm really not. Whatever he's doing, like he's on stream for very long times, hours of the day, showing his life. That's just not me. It seems like it's more like a Black Mirror type where, you got to make your money. Certain people are going to pay you if you do this. And it's just not how, I would want to live, or how any streamer would want to live. But do your thing. Watch whoever you want to watch. Should be a humbling moment. Move on from it. Do better. And watch what you say, because it lives on the internet forever. So watch what you say completely. Comment below your thoughts. What do you think? Should they be canceled? They're not going to be canceled, guys. Someone pays their check and they like what they're doing, clearly. But you can't fake the kind of loyalty the Breakfast Club has built over a decade. And it takes time. It really does. Streamers can get millions of clicks overnight with wild stunts, but when it comes to real staying power, it's no contest. As of right now, in the future for sure, the controversy honestly is just another lesson. Shock value gets attention, but trust and credibility keeps people coming back. Legacy isn't sexy, but it lasts. Yeah, they were very small, and then grew 100+ markets. They became a podcast. I listen to it throughout the day when I'm at work, and they're super interesting. So, I want to be a part of that conversation, and this is why I'm building up. If you're trying to find a whole other takes and different opinions on things, this is the show. We're going to keep building. This is episode 48. We're going to keep on growing. So stick with us. Let's move on. Drake's UK, Drake's UK tour has been pure chaos in the best way after selling out every date. He landed at Wireless Festival and told 60,000 screaming fans that London's rap scene is untouchable. Let's take a look.
It's tatted on me. This is my brother right here, a real fucking legend. When I talk about my love for London rappers, the best lyricists in the world, mark my words. Oh shit. I don't care what nobody says. Nobody can out-rap London. Nobody. No disrespect to America, no disrespect to my country, but nobody can out-rap London rappers. This is the best, highest level. This is what I aspire to be. And this guy right here.
Really, Drake? Sure. The UK has talent, but has he listened to his own playlist lately? US rap still runs the world. Just ask Eminem, Nas, Hove. There's Eazy-E. There's a lot. There's Mac Dre. Like, come on, man. So was Drake just pandering to the crowd, or does he actually believe it? And about his American fans, did they just get roasted? Things got weirder when photos surfaced of Drake's LeBron James tattoo, now covered up in favor of another NBA star from the Thunder. Why the sudden switch? The internet called it cringe. And honestly, it piques Drake's dramatic, confusing, and somehow making headlines for what he does to his own body. And it is his own body. Is this a loyalty thing or just Drake being Drake? Either way, the world's watching and everyone's got an opinion. And I do too. It is cringe. Having another man tatted on you. And you know what? You could do your own thing. Like, I don't care. I have tats. You know, I have tattoos. But they have meaning behind it. I don't just get random or sports memorabilia. I don't know. I just don't do that. That's just weird. But other people could do whatever the hell they want. It's just cringe for Drake. He's from Canada, and I never really liked him like that. I really didn't. It's just something threw me off about him that just made me not like him. His songs were great and stuff, and he should have stick to that genre of music of love beats, rap, and stuff. It's whatever. But when you come onto the scene acting all tough and gangster and everything, showing guns and beefing with everyone, it's just cringe because it's not authentic. You were an actor before, and now you came into the rap scene with Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne was right that you should just stick to the love music and beats and stuff. But all that other stuff, no, it's just not it. But loyalty tests, yeah. Like, you're a bandwagon, dude. You literally just came on, riding LeBron, and then when shit doesn't happen, you erase a tattoo of him. Like, I don't know. It's just people don't do that nowadays. I don't know. Your thoughts on that, comment below. But Drake's UK tour date sold out within minutes of going live. Wireless Festival was his biggest UK crowd to date. Drake has a history of showing love for both UK and US rap scenes on social media. The new tattoo reportedly covers the original LeBron ink with the NBA star whose identity has been confirmed. While UK fans are celebrating Drake's comments, US rappers and fans are poking fun at the claim. Adin Ross was there too. He was like, fuck Kendrick Lamar. Fuck Kendrick Lamar. Man, he's young, 24 years old. I don't think he knows what he's talking about, honestly. Like, the rap game in the US, like, even last week with the Clips and Kendrick Lamar, he bombed that freaking verse on the Chains and Whips. Yeah. There's other rappers. I'm not a UK. I'm pretty sure there is some good UK rappers out there, but that's just not me. And rap in general, I like it as much, but I grew out of it, and I'm more of a reggae. I'm more of a chill, love, island type of music. That's my type of scene. Comment below your thoughts. Do you think Drake is cringe? Are you a Drake hater? And he has his own base. He has his own base. People love his music. The fans are gonna ride with him, even with like all this UMG, Universal, Kendrick Lamar beef that happened. He's not canceled regardless. He's still around. People are still gonna love him, especially in the UK. But he was just pandering at that point. Like, it's totally not true that, you know, UK rappers are better than US. No, completely not. Even Stupid Young is better than that, man. He fucking Stupid Young is an Asian guy, and he's dope as fuck. He's better than probably most UK rappers that I don't know of, but I could be totally wrong. You know, I'm not hating on UK. You're probably really good at, you know, but that Snoop Dogg thing. But you got to hand it to Drake. He knows how to keep the conversation going, for better or worse. Whether it's hyping UK rappers or switching up his tattoos, he's a master of grabbing headlines and making people talk. In the end, it's all entertainment. There it is. And Drake's still the guy everyone loves to roast, but can't stop watching. His music's dope. I'm not gonna lie. It's just him in general is just a cringe person because he's from Canada. He was an actor, and now he's all I'm gangsta and everything. It's just not authentic. You're just pandering to a group of people to, you know, I don't know. After this last story on Viral View, we'll react to Call of Duty Warzone streamer rages on camera, and it's hilarious but also unsettling too. What is really going on in his life. It's pure speculation and just unwanted advice, maybe. What was going viral is that couple from the Coldplay. Everyone's seen it. Oh my god. That Coldplay concert where the kiss cam, and we might have to react to that next week, but he was a CEO cheating on his wives, allegedly, and the lady had a husband. Allegedly, they were cheating and found each other. But we'll probably get into that next week with Jess. But hit that like and share and subscribe button. It's very much appreciated. We're getting close to the end. The TSA. Yes. Let's get into that TSA. Life before the TSA. Oh, my God. Life before the TSA was almost unrecognizable. You arrive at the airport, breezed through a metal detector, and kept your shoes and your shampoo. Post 9/11, Congress passed the Patriot Act, and security ramped up to a level that often felt more about control than real protection. The TSA shoe removal rule started in 2006, was supposedly a response to Richard Reed's failed shoe bomb attempt in 2001. But even then, most security experts in countries, including Israel, called out the policy as unnecessary. As MIT's Yossi Sheffi put it, you don't take your shoes off anywhere but in the U.S. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem now admits new tech makes this rule obsolete. But the uncomfortable truth is it was never really needed. Americans wasted nearly 30,000 collective years complying, all while being watched, scanned, and treated like suspects in the name of protection. See this one? First, the shoes went back on. Now at U.S. airport security, more liquid on carry-ons might be at hand. So they're rolling back a lot of things. Especially 9/11, when this all started, TSA was born, and billions of dollars was going into that part of the government, the federal government, hiring people, and that's great. You know, you have your own jobs, and it just seems like complete control and humiliation, in my opinion, that these people. This government people are just forcing this shit on us. I really don't see any point in it. Really though, there is no point in it. It's just total control. You have metal detectors. Metal detectors are radiation, and you know it's voluntary that you could just get a pat down. And the clear people are getting clear now, but those are long ass lines because they gave you the false narrative that it's quick, it's more convenient, but then when more people sign on to it, it's just a bigger, longer line. You're using facial recognition. The facial recognition is going to be universal. That's what they're trying to push. So the TSA shoes and stuff was ridiculous at first. Like, there was no point in it. Some technology about the shoes and stuff, like scanning the shoes. Okay, whatever. But we're moving into a digital age where your faces are going to be scanned. And if you violate any of their rules, they're going to fucking ban you from flying. It's just annoying, in my opinion, that they did all this. They pander for control. It's all about control. This is what they do. They fear-monger you. 9/11 was fear-mongering you to give up your rights, give up you for the name of safety. And it just sucks, dude. It just sucks. I fuck TSA, bro. Like, really. Take off your shoes, take off your bags. I just don't know. I mean, there's a lot to it. And if you're awake and you understand where the direction we're going to with this digital currency, and everything's going to be on your phones, your medical, just things that we take for granted, and we trust in the government to keep us safe, but slowly they are controlling us, telling us what to do, taking off our shoes when you didn't really need to take off your shoes, the clear facial recognition, all this stuff. I'm just repeating myself. But the TSA's annual budget ballooned from $4.8 billion in 2002 to $8 billion by 2025. Yet most of that went to labor, not new tech. Oh, that's interesting. As of July 2025, more than 60% of Americans say they don't trust TSA procedures to actually keep them safe. 60%? See, I'm not the only one, man. And that keeps growing and growing and growing. The only 7% of countries worldwide ever require routine shoe removal at airports. Damn, 7%? Yeah, when we went to Mexico, they didn't ask for it. I'm like, I was getting ready to take off my shoes. They're like, no, you don't need to. You don't take off your shoes. Like, are you American? Like, yeah, oh my God. The number of TSA agents tripled between 2001 and 2025, making TSA one of the largest federal employers. Really interesting. Yeah, and they're fucking just power hungry TSA workers, and they're stealing shit too. Like, the fuck, they're stealing stuff, dipping their hands in it. I don't know. And then the bottles and everything. Oh, I looked it up, and they say the reason because you could easily make a combustion bomb or something if you like shake it or whatever with anything water bottle. I don't know. But since 2006, not a single U.S. bound commercial flight has been stopped due to a shoe-borne explosive. Comment below your thoughts. What do you think? I know a lot of people, it says 60%, that people are sick of TSA. TSA is really not needed. That at that time, 9/11, if you know that they just enforced the Patriot Act and surveilled everyone, and now everyone is an enemy, and the government is attacking Americans and surveilling you. We're moving into that surveillance state, and if we if we call it out now and don't comply to any of this stuff that they're pushing onto us because of the name of convenience, always convenience, especially when you go on the freeway and these toll places give you like charging you cents by taking because of the convenience of going on the fast lane and stuff. Like, that's part of it. That's surveillance state. You see these cameras, these flock cameras, black cameras around your city. They're fucking watching you. They're watching you, the type of car, AI now, the type of car you're driving, any changes you have, the license plate. They're all surveilling us. But we got to push back. We cannot comply to this stuff. Okay? Just, you got to research more. You got to go down the rabbit hole and don't be ignorant. Don't be emotional about the type of people that you don't want to listen to because they have valuable information. And just don't be ignorant. Be awake. Understand that this stuff is happening. And it's been happening for a long time. It doesn't matter which party is doing it. They're both doing it. And MAGA, you're being ridiculous right now. Like, do you not see Trump losing his base over the Epstein files, the $1 trillion added to the deficit, more funding wars, continue funding wars? Do you not hear about the Ukraine, that he's going to give billions of dollars to them already? Just to, they're a losing cause. They're scratching for more people to throw in the meat grinder. They're losing the war. And now Putin is like, no, we want all of Ukraine. Trump doesn't have the cards, guys. If you just pay attention and understand that, but MAGA don't want to. They want to trust the plan. What plan? We're moving to a surveillance state with the AI grid, AI in Texas, huge database, cooling stations, all this stuff. You got to pay attention because no one's going to save us, okay? It's only us, the people, coming together and understanding this because we have that power. As a consciously, everyone, we're moving that direction, exposing a lot of things. We got to hold them accountable for a lot of things, especially that Epstein file. We got to get that Epstein file out, okay? It has a lot of information with people on that list, manifests, transactions, things that, yeah, guys, there's a lot to it. I'm not very well versed on it because I feel like I'm everywhere talking about it, but I could think it. That's the thing. But it's wild to think how quickly we traded convenience and privacy for the promises of safety. Exactly. And now, and how long we kept up the charade. The shoe rule was never about real threats. It was about making us feel like the government was doing something. It's hard not to feel insulted when you realize how much time and dignity we lost to rituals no one else bothered with. Looking back, this wasn't just about shoes. It's about how easily fear can erode common sense and how slow we are to admit when something just doesn't work anymore. Maybe next time we should ask for proof before we take our shoes off. You guys remember those the vaccine cards? Whatever happened to that? You know what was that going to be, right? It was going to be a digital, and if you didn't get the vaccine cards, you couldn't do whatever you want at all. They're going to say, oh, well, you're not caught up on your vaccine card, so you can't go to the stores, grocery. That we're moving in this direction. We really are. Comment below your thoughts. What do you think? The shoe stuff, was it necessary for how many years we were taking off our shoes? People's fucking feet stink and shit, and embarrassing and all that thing. There were times I was like, I don't want to take off my shoes, bro, because my feet stink. You hear me? Reaction. All right, let's get into reaction vids from the interwebs. Close to the end, guys. God damn, I went an hour. Braylon Jones, a streamer playing Call of Duty Warzone, and his account is just rage baiting. But is there something deeper? let's get into it.
Fucking climb! I just broke my phone. God damn, fucking Steve! Fucking, what the fuck are you doing? What is your fucking job? When I fucking freak out, you're supposed to speak up!
All right. There's some deeper issues. I watched his Instagram page, and it just seemed like all that was it. Like, he was just rage baiting. He was beating up stuff, breaking his tables, just for a sense of views. I believe it was just for a sense of views, or there's some deeper issues that he has in his childhood. Maybe, there was certain things that his dad did that, now that I think about it, maybe I shouldn't do, You shouldn't be online streaming video games being outraged like that. You just look like a fool. You look like, you shouldn't be playing games. In general, in games is just a waste of time, in my opinion, when you're spending so much time and the hours go way far back, way far forward, and you just don't know. You don't know how much time you're taking up with playing video games. And just that video in general, he was just out of his mind. It just looked like he needs help. He needs help. He needs some time off the game, because the game is not it when you're doing all that. You should get off of it. Getting mad, because I remember playing Call of Duty, and there was certain times where I was just like getting hella mad, and there was no reason to be mad on the video game, but I was, because I was young. And that guy, he looked pretty old. He looked like he was living with himself, but I don't know. People, get off the game if you're raging like that. It's not healthy, and you just look like a fool, in my opinion. But yeah, that's Braylon Jones. Go look him up on Instagram. That's all his videos is. Bro, just get off the game. You shouldn't be doing that at all. You look like a fool. Do what I do. I don't know. Comment below your thoughts. That was just crazy. Okay. Closing thoughts on anything? I really don't know. But there's been a lot of comments. Okay. There's been a lot of comments on TikTok, YouTube, especially on TikTok. There was this one commenter, man, he was just getting under like people's, it seems like I was getting under his skin about let me look real quick. It was this one. The women bathroom one. He was getting mad. He was really getting mad. He's like, if I ever saw you, kind of like, it seemed like a threat. And I messaged him. I'm like, are you okay? He's like, no. It's like, what happened? And he apologized. Like, I'm sorry, I've been drinking and stuff. And you just want to conversate with people. We were just having a conversation, me and Jess, about certain things that kind of matter to what we see in the culture nowadays. Women's bathroom, there's people raging, calling us names, bigot, calling Jess out and stuff. It's just unnecessary. We want to just have a conversation. And nowadays, you should just step off of social media, because if you're triggered by some post and stuff, you need to look internally what's going on and fix whatever you're going through, and not take it off on people on the internet. Like, step away from the phones. At times I feel that way too. Like, I'm online, I'm just like doom scrolling and stuff, and I like catch myself. I'm like, man, it's not what I want to do all the time. What else? There was a lot of comments on the what's his name? Gervonta Davis arrest and stuff. A lot of comments on there. Let's get into that one. He's like, with all that money, he can't get any attorney to get visitation rights for his child instead of dealing with a toxic baby mama. Playing his part in the drama is supposed to be avoiding the drama. Grow up. He may be undefeated in fights, but he's not when he comes to crossing the line and beating on his woman. Yeah, Gervonta Davis, like, he needs work on himself. No one should be filming in the bathroom. We're going back to the other video. Yeah, no one should be doing that. It's against policy of plenty of places too. We read your comments and we reply to it. So anything, just we'll read it on the show. There's been a lot of comments. People shouldn't be triggered on things. Just have a conversation. But that's it. Shit, I did that all by myself. Jazz, come back. Come back next week. That's the end. Stay current on the latest sports, celebrity, and culture news. Hit that like button and share this video with a friend and follow the channel. Tap the notification bell so you never miss a new video. We're dropping fresh content every week. Positive note, positive post. We end the show on a positive note. Listen up. All right. If you don't know what to pursue in life right now, pursue yourself. Pursue becoming the healthiest, happiest, most healed, most present, most confident version of yourself. Then the right path will reveal itself. Let me read that again, all right? If you don't know what to pursue in life right now, pursue yourself. Pursue becoming the healthiest, happiest, and most healed, most present, most confident version of yourself. Then the right path will reveal itself. Have a great rest of your week. Stay blessed. See y'all next weekend with Jess.